It's always crazy when you go through those first couple moments after you decide, you're not, you've outgrown somebody in your circle. It's always crazy when you're sitting there and you're facing that reality. Like, you can see that reality where you can't just send them the message, you can't just give them a phone call, you can't just go to the store with them. You can't just do that stuff because you've outgrown them. You can't have the same conversations. You can't go to the same places, like the same events. um you guys just have different outlooks on life, maybe different values. Maybe you want to overcome things. And when you sit in that moment where you're like, wow, I've been around this person for so long. I know who I am with them, but who am I without them? I want to, you want to talk to them. But for whatever reason, you've outgrown them at this point in your life. And that doesn't mean that you won't find your way back to them, unless they are just an absolutely negative, spirit where you're just like, you know what, I'm done. You know what I mean? We all have those. We come in those encounters with those kind of energies. But when you have an energy where you're like, you know what, there's some growth here that needs to be done on your part. And you realize in them there's some growth that needs to be done as well. And the growth that they need to do, you've already done. You're like 4 steps up. If we do steps, a staircase. You're like 4 steps up. And you see this person is still kind of like going up and down the steps. They going back down, they jumping up and start, and then you're just like, I gotta keep going up these steps. I can't keep waiting for you. I can't make you go up the steps. You go up the steps when you want to. And I can't wait for you to go up the steps. I can't wait for us to be at the top of the steps together. But you realize, you know what? You got to go up the steps on your own. You got to keep going. You got to make that separation. And then when you sit in that, you acknowledging, you made that separation. You've outgrown this person. You'll see them down the line. When you grow and they grow, you both heal, and you may find your way back together. But it's just that sitting in that silence, that, wow, my world is about to change right now. That's where you're like, you're like, my world is about to change right now. And it may be scary because you're like, I don't know, like, who am I going to call? You know what I mean? Especially, if this is somebody that you talk to all the time, especially when you just need some kind of, but you got to rely on yourself. You got to do that for yourself. You got to ask yourself, when you get to those moments where you're like, I want to talk to this person. Why you want to talk to them? Why? What is it that's in you at this moment that you need to talk to them? Why can't you talk to yourself and figure it out and unravel and grow yourself? Because you may see this person again down the line. Just right now, no. Right now, y'all are in that separation for a reason. And you got to sit in that and figure out, what it is. And it's just a weird space to be in, I guess. But here we go.